Hi, I'm Craig Young with Keller Williams Realty and the Young Connection Real Estate. We're here today to talk about what is a short sale. As you're navigating through buying a home, I want to take you through the process and talk to you about what is involved with purchasing a short sale home, as well as some of the risk and rewards of that. First of all, let's start with what a short sale is. Short sale is a home that an owner is trying to sell that they owe more on in their mortgage than they're trying to obtain in fair market value. So again, they're coming up short of that mortgage amount, and with the activity that we've seen with loss in value on homes, we're seeing this quite regularly. If we move on to the time frame and process, we're seeing that generally a short sale home takes about 3 to 6 months, usually from time of offer until time of closing. So you need to be able to be patient during that time, and there's a lot of time that goes on where things might not look like they're getting done, but again, that's the typical process time. What goes into that process, or those 3 to 6 months, are several things. First, you would write up the offer. So we would sit down, we would put together, we'd do a market analysis to see what we think that home's worth in today's market, and then write an offer to the bank. Once that offer gets submitted to the bank, generally at that point it gets assigned to a negotiator, and there is a BPO ordered, which is the broker price opinion. That can take just in itself up to 45 days to 2 months at times. So you can see how the process again gets carried out longer than a traditional sale. The other thing that happens is once that's all submitted, it gets assigned to a negotiator. The approval process starts. So the bank gets to get all the information from the sellers, because the sellers need to qualify for the short sale, as well as you're qualifying for your side of purchasing it. So during that time, they're gathering all the information, tax returns, pay stubs, things like that, to make sure that the seller does qualify for the short sale with the bank. Once they figure out that all the terms come together and that they agree on the price, then that's called the approval. Once we get bank approval at that time, as a buyer, then we would move towards the home buyer's inspection, the appraisal, and then hopefully to a successful closing. So that's what we're looking at for the time frame and the process, is to get to a successful closing and have me help you navigate that way through some obstacles. The last thing that we're going to go through is risks versus rewards. What are the risks of buying a short sale home? Well, the different risks that involved are time. Our time is very valuable today, and you could be out 3 to 6 months while you're waiting for that answer, and if it comes back not the way you wanted, you might have missed some other opportunities on other homes that were available that could have fit your needs just as well. So time is a very big thing in that, so you need to be patient and you need to understand that it does take time to get it done. The other thing too is any expenses that you incur, whether it be inspection, appraisal, any application fees, things like that. You could potentially be out those items if you aren't protected through your realtor as far as when you should be doing those after the approval process, not before. The other thing that we look at in a risk, again, is buyer's terms versus seller's terms. When you write the purchase agreement and you're giving them your terms, the seller in this case is different people. It's the owners of the home and it's the banks that hold the mortgages. It's really on the seller's terms and what they're willing to take, as well as the banks. It really doesn't have to do with the buyers, so there's a little bit less involved with leverage from negotiation with that situation. And let's move on to the rewards. What are the good things about buying a short sale home? Well, one of the things is you can buy much more home for the dollar, and you can usually stretch that and see that because you can pick up some good deals. And that brings us to our second reward, which is value. You might be able to pick up a home and buy a home for much less than what it is on fair market value versus a foreclosure home, which will be later in another one of my videos. But one of the last things that we'll look at in rewards is that you're going to also avoid multiple offers. Because homes are showing up like that at less than market value, we are seeing people competing for that same home. Typically a bank will only take one offer and work with one offer at a time on a short sale, and I want to make sure that I get your offer in place first so that you can be the one to hopefully go to closing and have your new home. So thanks for joining us today. We also want to ask that if you needed more information, and you could go to our Facebook page at theyoungconnection.com or our website, and we're happy to give you more information there. Thanks much and have a great day.